Yo, what's up?
These people from the Tenryou Commission have been here for days now.
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi.
Pool for Chichi.
Why would it be taking so long?
Darshil Patel,
I heard
welcome
that
to
the
the
Kanjo
stream.
Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady Hiragi to leave. To be honest, I'd be hesitant if I were her. A crowd this size comes to Rito?
Shh, stay quiet. Someone might hear you.
Oh, right. Sorry. How did things get to this point?
Hello. How may I help? We arrived
Kya
here
kar rahe ho
2
be yahan
days
pe?
ago to escort Lady Hiragi to Inazuma City. Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt to receive the bride, the Hiragi clan always finds an excuse to delay things. Since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we decided to stay in Rito until Lady Hiragi is ready to come with us.
Everyone is scared. People suspect something is wrong.
We apologize. It was not our intention to stay here so long. We promise our presence here will not impact ordinary people's lives. We can only hope that the leaders of the Hiragi clan will start to cooperate soon. If this stalemate continues, who knows? Sir Kujo might give us orders to be less accommodating.
खाली हाथ भी तो नहीं जा
Sato is
सकते
now at
बेचारे.
the center of every conversation in Rito.
उनको तो ऐसा ही लगेगा ना. सर जो मारेंगे हम लोग को पकड़ के.
By now, the Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about what she thinks? Oh, let's go and see.
Oh, Traveler! I assume you've heard about everything that's been going on out there. What on earth is happening?
Don't worry, we can explain everything. So, what happened was...
Hold on, someone might be dropping. Let me check it out.
After the Tenryou Commission arrived, they suddenly became alarmed. They keep having secretive discussions and won't allow me to have any direct contact with the Tenryou Commission. I never would have thought that this was Sir Kamisato's plan. Now it all makes sense.
Since the last met, have you made your mind up? ये लोग ये भी चेंज नहीं करते भाई. दोनों एक ही लाइन है.
I'm sorry. I haven't. Maybe
नहीं हो रहा है
there's
क्या
no right or
टेंशन?
wrong
नहीं
decision.
हो रहा है क्या? ओए
Maybe
sorry,
everything would be easier if I simply didn't have the choice. I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it. But once I saw the notices appearing out of nowhere on the streets, signaling that the wedding was confirmed, I didn't feel reassured at all. Instead, I felt a great sense of regret. I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato said. This is supposed to be my bright and beautiful future. But what if it's not?
It is exactly what he is worried about. Can't rush into important things.
I can happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage of my marriage, I should absolutely refuse to go through with it. But that's not the answer I'm looking for. And also, now that things have escalated to this point, it will be tricky to resolve.
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are. You scared me for a second. I thought you'd gone missing. You... Wait, you're the ones who were with the Yoshiro Commissioner that day. What do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to convince Lady Hiragi to leave?
Calm down. They're my friends. They're just here to visit me.
Yeah.
Friends? Are you sure? Just friends? Lady Hiragi,
तेरे को
I
इतनी
told
क्या
you
हो रही है
already,
भाई वो?
these are exceptional circumstances. You need to be more vigilant in everything you do. You are extremely important to us, and to the entire Kanjo Commission. Who's to say they don't have a hidden agenda?
If you want to still accuse us of trying to abduct her, just come out and say it!
You are acting far less dignified than we last met.
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing everything as a threat.
Won't even follow Lady Hiragi's order now.
Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. Her arrival might well be your very last chance to fix this. The present state of affairs in Rito shows me that the situation has escalated well past the point where you could hope to control it. If this deadlock continues any longer, we will have nothing to gain and much to lose. This is not an order. All I need you to do is give me an explanation and take responsibility for the situation.
Understood, my lady. I shall discuss with the others right away.
Good job, Chisato! You handled that well!
I was so nervous. But I thought things are now so critical that I should at least give it a try. And it worked remarkably well.
That's what I call a voice of authority.
Yes. Well, let's wait and see what happens. I hope they provide a satisfactory response.
We had a serious discussion and reflected on our mistakes. In all honesty, no one can handle the weight of the situation here. Everyone is besides themselves with worry. It'll drive us mad if it continues any longer. I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and duplicitous. I was selfish and ignored the greater good. And then I left the situation to fester. Would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake, please give the Conjo Commission another chance.
It's no use talking to me. You'll have to talk to Kamisato Ayato.
I suppose you're right. The only person who can change the Tenryo Commission's mind will be the Yashiro Commissioner. We'll head off to the Kamisato estate shortly and beseech him to help us with the utmost sincerity. Lady Hiragi, might I ask you to join us? You are the most important person. Without you, we have no other way.
ये बंदा कुछ ज्यादा ही अच्छा नहीं बन रहा है। अभी मेरे को डाउट जा रहा है भाई इस बंदे पे। Let's go to Kamisato estate. Let's see what is happening.
By the way, aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner? Please put in some good words for me.
मस्का लगाने को बोल रहा है। हट, मैं क्यों मस्का लगाऊं भाई उसको? पागल है क्या बंदे? Hey, what's up, Ayato?
Yashiro Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryo Commission has now occupied Rito, refusing to leave until we hand Lady Hiragi over to them. I realize I have greatly offended you with my atrocious actions, and I realize also that this must sound like the very height of absurdity. But please, have mercy, good sir.
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. I fear this leaves no time for small talk. So, please, if you would be so kind, get straight to the point.
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. I'm terribly sorry. Everyone in the entire Conjo Commission now realizes the gravity of this situation. Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. We promise to always support her. So, would it be at all possible for you to talk to Sir Kujo once more, on our behalf?
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and eat our words. What do you plan to do about this? To lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face the thunderous wrath of the almighty Shogun?
We'll take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference to explain the situation. We will make sure that the public knows this was all a huge misunderstanding. We'll do everything we can to minimize the impact. Everything we can.
Master Matsura, you should have known it would come to this. Whatever were you thinking? But the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Sir Kujo and I may feel at this present moment. If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. But Lady Hiragi and the inhabitants of Rito are innocent. If we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc on the Tri-Commission's reputation. Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to, but they can also become irritating if they don't know when to stop. And as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all. But it doesn't take a moment to cut out their tongues and silence them for good.
Yes, I understand.
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you. But I can't guarantee that he will change his mind.
I understand. Thank you for your help, Yashiro Commissioner.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a sizable mess to deal with back in the Kanjo Commission.
Okay, then please excuse me. Thank you once again, Commissioner.
Ah, yes, Lady Hiragi. I have something to tell you. Would you mind?
Oh? Why, of course. Sir Kamisato, you became a completely different person just now. It felt so intense.
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun trusts me to do her will. I did as I should. But now, I'd like to take off my commissioner hat and share a personal story with you.
Oh, please. I'd love to hear it.
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through an extremely difficult period. My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan long ago and restore our reputation. The work took a toll on his health and ultimately led to his untimely demise. My mother loved him dearly. She passed soon after. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Ashiro Commission. Behind the scenes, things became very unstable. Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made my sister and me nothing but burdens, hindering the ambitions of others. It may sound preposterous now, but I assure you that is the truth of what the Ashiro Commission has been through.
Huh. Pretty similar to how the Kanjo Commission is now.
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. While I desperately looked around for powerful supporters, I endured smear campaigns and attempts to exploit me. I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes, and I also had a young sister to take care of. I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. No one can ever be allowed to trample over my precious family. Fortunately, I persisted, and the Kamisato clan was able to survive this storm.
I think I now know where my sense of loss and confusion was coming from. Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me, in a way that no one else did. That's why he couldn't bear to see me live the rest of my life depending on someone else. I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married. But the fact is, it's because I felt too young and inexperienced to handle the situation facing me.
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confidently is because he's prepared for anything.
That's it. The situation I'm facing now is the same one he faced back then. When his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew his blade and challenged the almighty Shogun. And now, it is time for me to make a stand and become my own person.
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, your father will be able to let go and allow you to decide how you want to live the rest of your life. It might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal growth is a necessary step in the pursuit of true happiness.
And I'm sure I can get there. I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the Hiragi clan. I'll think about marriage again after everything is more settled. This puts less pressure on Kamaji, and means I can support and protect myself without having to worry about becoming a burden or dependent on someone else.
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt. When the time comes for the wedding to go ahead, I will come to congratulate you once more.
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am grateful for everything you have shared with me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to deal with back home.
Take care, Lady Hiragi. I'm confident that on your return, you will find your Kanjo Commission associates most receptive to your instruction.
Yes, in fact, my recent experience suggests the same. Thank you once again.
Okay.
She really has the air of a leader now.
She has a lot in common with Kamaji. They are really a good match for each other.
Hats off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was no way out until you pulled that super smart strategy out of nowhere.
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver in the game of chess. Our rival this time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short-sighted, and sloppy in his execution. This outcome is entirely within my expectation.
Even so, Paimon could never come up with a plan that cunning in a whole lifetime. Anyway, it's kind of a relief to see that Chisato has decided to set the Hiragi clan straight.
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. I wasn't about to pass up an opportunity to make less trouble for myself.
Speaking about your stance, you weren't in this just to help Chisato, were you?
Well, the fact is that I am first and foremost the Yashiro Commissioner. Perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. But for me, nothing matters more than the stability of Inazuma. A stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. Only then can the Kamisato clan and the other Yashiro Commission clans have a peaceful existence. But human desire will always be a factor in the equation. This is not the first situation of its kind, nor will it be the last. All I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Stasis is not the only form of stability. A balance of power leaving no room for maneuver achieves the same end.
Balance of powers.
Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. I think I did her a sizable favor in that regard. Dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new and unfamiliar one.
There were so many things at play over this one wedding. Wait a second. You weren't trying to stop the wedding from the very beginning, were you?
I thought straight away it was bad timing. Nevertheless, everything I said to Hiragi Chisato was entirely sincere. If you choose to give up your stance on something once, you'll be having to compromise for the rest of your life.
Oh.
I didn't want to see her suffer
Must
because she didn't realize what she was getting into. Now, she has the chance to become her own person. Let's see who she becomes.
Okay then. Guess we'll have to wait and see.
See you next
All right.
time.
Farewell, and profuse thanks to you both. I shall have to host you at the Kamisato estate when my sister is next available.
Yes, yes. आया का है तब बताना भाई मैं तेरे से मिलने नहीं आऊँगा आया का से मिलने आ जाऊँगा भाई.
Looks like everything's resolved. Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well, except for one minor detail. I somehow ended up with a glass of very peculiar tasting milk.
Didn't you like it? I distinctly remember you saying you are quite partial to exotic flavors.
Oh! My lord?
The Traveler had one of those as well.
I'm sure she's made a great impression on you.
The Traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more guarded against me had she and her companion not been present. It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter.
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on other people while discreetly performing your job to perfection.
Naturally. Ah, yes. Now that we're both free, let's finish off that game of chess we started a few days ago.
अरे अभी भी वो गेम बाकी थी क्या? लगा बंदे ने खत्म कर दी भाई। वैसे हमने भी खत्म कर दिया भाई। आने दो प्रीमो आने दो भाई। प्रीमो की जरूरत आन पड़ी है मेरे पे। कि देन अभी कौन सा किया जाए? या मिको का करते हैं। चलो भाई डिवाइन ऑफ वुल्फ्स चैप्टर एक्ट 1 लेट्स गो।
On closer inspection, it seems like there really are a lot of people talking about this kind of stuff. Hey, see those two? Paimon remembers them from the AI publishing house. One's an editor and the other's an author.
Grasp the thought in mind. Clear like the light of the moon. As close as kin with you. No, thou. Wait, thee? Hear my summons, right?
क्या कर रहे हैं भाई ये?
No, it's not hear my summons, it's heed my summons. Heed. You're never going to get it down at this rate.
Hey, what are you guys up to?
क्या कर रहे हो भाई? वही तो। अरे
You scared
डर गया
me.
ये तो।
Okay. Okay. Where did I leave off with the incantation again?
Incantation? Are you guys trying out this new wishing ritual stuff too?
Junkichi is trying it out to be specific. He's hit a bit of a creativity block recently, so I'm helping him make a wish so that he can move past it.
I didn't think you guys would believe in this kind of things.
I mean, I obviously don't, but
Hey,
Junkichi never
Siddharth,
listens
bro,
to an
welcome
outside
to the
opinion,
stream.
so
What's
all I
up?
can do is go along with it.
Mr. Shigeru, can you please be a little more accommodating? This is extremely important to me. People have had all kinds of wishes come true. Become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor, struggling writer looking to get over a creative hurdle. Is that so much to ask? Anyway, I just know this is going to work. I have a gut feeling about it.
Didn't you
Account
say the
review
same
and
thing
I'll
when you
sub
went to
and
make your
watch
wish at the
entire
Grand
stream?
Narukami
Oh my
Shrine?
gosh, okay.
Oh, I just know this
Deal,
is gonna
bro.
work. I have a gut feeling about it.
The Omamori from the shrine take too long to have any effect on your luck. All right, enough of that. Help me get this incantation down. My new book depends on it.
Look, to be completely honest, I think you need to sit down and have a good think about what kind of story you want to write. Where's all that self-confidence you had when you first started out? Look at you now. Trying dubious methods from any old light novel.
Wait. What? This wishing ritual comes from a light novel?
Yep, it's from the one
Yeah,
called
yeah.
A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Is it published by AI Publishing House?
No, it's most likely a self-published title. It just appeared out of nowhere and took
Because
Inazuma
I
by
am
storm.
bored and have nothing to do, so I just around.
As a fellow
around
writer,
YT
I'll
asking
refrain from
cat
passing
account
comment
review.
on how
Okay,
well the
bro.
story is written.
Welcome to the
But
stream.
everyone is saying the wishing incantations it contains are the real deal.
Look, Junkichi, yes, everyone's saying it's real, it works, but that's only half the story. I've also heard lots of people saying that everyone who's had their wish granted using this method starts behaving strangely.
What's so surprising about that? They're probably just giddy with joy at having their wish come true.
This is starting to sound a little suspicious. Why don't we go to the Grand Narukami Shrine and ask Yaimiko about it? She's the expert when it comes to both light novels and the supernatural.
Let's go. याय को मिलेगा फिर से मजा आ जाएगा। मैंने अभी 5-6 जेंशिन इंडियन स्ट्रीमर्स को अनसब किया है, सब में एटीट्यूड आ गया है। ओह माय गॉड, क्यों भाई एटीट्यूड क्यों आ गया है सब में? Hey Yaimiko, what's up? Beautiful as always. क्या कर रहा है भाई ये?
Miko! Great, you're here!
पाइमन तो ऐसे मिलती है ना जैसे
Well,
उसके
hello
बचपन
there,
के
young
दोस्त हो
ones.
सब लोग।
What brings you to the shrine? It just so happens that I have a wonderful novel here. I highly
500
recommend it.
सब पहुंच के ऐसा एटीट्यूड दिखा रहे हैं जैसे 5 लाख हो गए अरे बाप रे oh my gosh we'd like your expert input on something
Oh? Well, what did you want to ask?
Well, we were just... actually, you look kind of busy. Is this a bad time?
No, not at all. It's nothing major.
Lady Guji, what do you mean, nothing major? I'm begging you, you've got to help me save my brother.
क्या हो गया भाई तेरे भाई के साथ what's up with him
It really is nothing major. I stand by that. Oh, but since you're so curious, let's have him relate the story one more time, just for you.
yeah best wife
You two seem to have a good relationship with Guji Ai. Please, put in a good word for me. You have to convince her to help my brother. Here's
अरे
what
मेरे को बता दे
happened.
मैं हेल्प कर दूंगा तेरी
My name
चिंता
is
मत कर यार।
Kato Yohei, and my brother is Kato Shingo.
ये सिर्फ पोएमन मोरा
All
लेगी
he's
थोड़े
ever
बस मैं
wanted
तो
is
कुछ
to
नहीं लेता
become a
भाई
swordmaster, so he once asked Sensei Domon of the Meikyo Shisui art to take him on as a disciple. Domon
Okay,
turned him
okay.
away, took one look at him and said he didn't have what it takes to train in the art of the sword. But my brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could, and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently. But since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange.
इसमें भी एटीट्यूड आ
It's
गया
like
क्या
he's become a
जीत के।
completely different
Lol।
person. The doctors can't find anything wrong with him, so I'm betting it must be the work of an evil spirit.
अच्छा
That's
अच्छा
why I'm here, begging for Guji Ai's help.
पूजी आए का क्या कहना है
You
इसमें
know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking around as you seem to think. Your brother achieved the goal he'd been striving toward for as long as he can remember, and now it's gone. It's only natural that he feels a little empty and lost while he's
Okay, ये
trying
क्या
to
number
find
है
a
bro?
new direction. If it were me, I'd just leave him be for a couple of days. He'll recover on his own soon enough.
No, Lady Guji. If you saw him for yourself, you'd know. I
बहुत दिनों
guarantee
से
you, he's not acting
उसमें,
like someone who feels
ध्यान
empty
नहीं
and
किया
lost.
होगा
Oh,
उसके
all
भाई ने।
right, all right.
हैं? आज
Then
तुम्हें
tell
था
me, when did
मतलब
your brother spar with Domon's disciple?
UID मेरा
About
ओ UID है तो बीच में वो
5
क्यों
days
लगाया
ago.
हुआ है
5 days ago, you say?
सिंबल्स क्यों डाले हुए हैं
Yes, Lady Guji. That's a long time for him to be acting up like this. I'm really worried about him. Our greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like Domon. We can't jeopardize that dream now.
Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Are you here to save your brother, or are you here to make your dreams of founding a martial arts school come true?
Well, they're kinda two sides of the same coin, aren't they?
Whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you heard of any interesting new rumors lately? If so, I'd love to hear about them.
What? Rumors? I haven't heard anything.
Oh
नहीं सुना है भाई
dear.
इसने
Well, that's too bad.
Lady Guji, please stop changing the subject. This is someone's life we're talking about here. Please,
मेरे भाई की
you've
मदद
gotta
कर दो
help me.
नंबर नहीं भेजने
Nico,
देते ये
he
लोग
seems really desperate.
क्या बात कर रहे हो
This
मेरे
thing
को
with
तो
his brother sounds really
लोग
bad.
भेजते हैं भाई
Come on, you should help him.
he looks very anxious he looks very pitiful
Okay, fine. Then it's decided.
Yay, Miko! So you're gonna help him?
Kato, whatever your name was, these two guests are trusted acquaintances of mine, and in fact, they are experts in resolving all manner of strange and supernatural phenomena. Exorcisms and that sort of thing are all in a day's work for them.
Yeah! Wait a sec!
Really?
Is that
अच्छा
hesitation
इंट्रोडक्शन
that I
नहीं दिया
detect in
इसने
your
हमारे लिए
voice?
हमारे लिए मतलब
So let me get this straight. You come begging to me for help, I actually recommend someone for the job, then suddenly you start doubting me?
Not at all. Never. Whatever Lady
say,
Guji
Evan,
says,
बंदी है
I
भाई ये
trust
तो।
wholeheartedly. Thank you two for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
No, hold on a hot second, Miko. We may be a lot of things, but we ain't exorcists.
yeah this is a way beyond our level
Don't worry. If he wants an exorcism, just grab a handful of salt and mutter some mumbo jumbo while you're sprinkling it around. It's a common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado. As soon as the protagonist gains self-confidence, everything else just magically falls into place.
उल्लू बनाओ मतलब यही बता रही है
Well, You were the ones who seemed concerned about his situation. Don't you think it would be a little unfair to make me do all the work? Besides, we both know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Narukami Shrine unless you had a request for me too. This is an
बात तो सही है,
opportunity
बात तो
to
सही है.
demonstrate that you come in good faith.
This feels all wrong. But you technically have a point, so...
All right, let's go. Don't worry now, I'll be coming along too.
अच्छा आ रही है, ये भी आ रही है.
Okay,
टेंशन वाली
let's
बात नहीं
follow
है.
Yohei and go visit his brother.
ओके ओके.
What is going on here? Granted, you can never be quite sure what's going on in Miko's mind, but she seems even more disinterested than usual in Yohei's situation.
अरे उसको पता होगा ये सब ऐसे
A life's at stake
आ
here,
जाते हैं
so
भाई
it looks like
मुंह
we'll
उठा
have
के.
to deal with that first before we'll get the chance to ask her about the incantation stuff.
देखते हैं. चलो भाई, आपका अकाउंट देखते हैं पहले, ठीक है?
Talk to the Electro Archon whenever you are troubled.
अच्छा. भाई इस बंदी को क्या हो गया अचानक मेरे बाजू में? एट 0800384. अच्छा ओके, वो तो सही है पर ओए आधा नंबर ही आया भाई. ठीक है. यही है क्या? MK Ice and Fire. No signature added. Oh my god. Ito, Ayato, Diluc, Utao, Raiden, Shao, Kanyu, Yai Miko. Okay, nice. F2P हो या वेल हो भाई, बताओ वो पहले. ऐसे देख के पता चल जाएगा. Oh my god, 2400 defense on Ito, 71 by 219. Nice. Energy recharge, okay. R1 Red Horn, nice. 4-piece Husk, 13% crit damage, 14% crit damage, 10% crit rate, pretty good. Defense and my 11% crit damage, 6% crit rate. Geo damage bonus में 20% crit damage, nice. And crit rate circulate में 21% crit damage. Oh my god, कहाँ से लाते हो ये luck? Okay, 1 crown. Up to the next one, Kamisato Ayato, 1700 attack. Okay. 71% crit rate, 219 good damage, nice. 61.6% hydro damage bonus. The black sword, okay. R2, oh my god. Okay, battle pass लियो क्या? 4% heart of death. 25.6% crit damage and 2% crit rate, nice. On almost 3%. 15% crit damage, 6% crit rate, nice. 13% crit rate, okay. Oh my god, nice. 12% crit damage. Hydro Cup, 15% crit damage, 9% crit rate, nice, pretty decent. And crit damage circulate में 6% crit rate. बैटल पास 3 गिव अवे में विन किए थे, 2 बाय किए थे. ओह नाइस, मतलब लक तो है बंदे में, विन किए हो. ओके 0 1 क्राउन, नाइस. 5 10 8. डिलुक, व्हाट्सअप डिलुक. इसकी स्किन आने वाली भाई, मस्त सी. खरीदने वाले हो क्या? ओके 1700 अटैक परसेंटेज, 61 crit rate, 229 crit damage, 61% pyro crit damage. Okay, Black Cliff, R1 Black Cliff, nice. 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flames, 12% crit rate. Oh my god, 7% crit damage. Okay, 21% crit damage, 8% crit rate, nice. 21% crit damage, 6% crit rate. यार ऐसा लग मेरे को भी चाहिए। नाइस रे। पायरो कप में 12% क्रिट डैमेज, 8% क्रिट रेट एंड डैमेज सर्कुलेट में। ओके इसमें नहीं है क्या क्रिट रेट? ओ अनलकी तो। नाइस। ओ C2 डीलू। ओ माय गॉड। ओके 8 10 8 नाइस। उताओ वेलकम। ओके एचपी कम है यार उताओ की। 62% crit rate, 211 crit damage. Nice.
Toodaloo.
Okay, Pyro Cup. Deathmatch R2. Oh my god. मन है पैसे नहीं है। सेम हियर ब्रो, सेम हियर। वही दर्द है सब लोगों के पास, मेरे पास भी है। 4 पीस क्रिम्सन विच। नाइस। 2 डिलुक बिगिनर बैनर में से मिले थे। क्या बात कर रहे हो? मैं आपको पता है मैंने अभी जस्ट 1 वीक पहले। ओह अच्छा ये मुता हुआ है, वो नहीं देखा रे मैंने। नाइस। जस्ट 2 वीक पहले मैंने बिगिनर बैनर पे विश किया था, मेरे को चोंग्यून निकला भाई। सैड लाइफ। ओके 19% क्रिट डैमेज ऑन फ्लावर, 21% क्रिट डैमेज, 5% क्रिट रेट। ओह माय गॉड। Okay, 14% crit damage, elemental mastery sand. Nice. 14% crit rate and 6% crit damage. Nice. और इसमें भी नहीं है क्या crit rate? Okay, crit damage circulate. Nice. C0. ओहो ट्रिपल क्राउन। ओ माय गॉड हुताओ मेनो क्या? और मॉमी शोगन। Okay, 60% almost crit rate, 133 crit damage. My god, energy recharge, nice. 260 almost electro damage bonus. Okay. Okay, skyward spine, R1, nice. Emblem 4 piece, it's nice. आपको एम्बलम मिल जाते क्या भाई? मैंने कितने सारे फ्रेजाइल यूज किए, मेरे को बहुत ही गंदे मिले थे यार। 20% crit damage, almost 4% crit rate. Nice. 18% crit damage, 10% crit rate. Nice. Energy recharge sand. Okay. Electro damage bonus में 22.5% crit damage. Oh my god. और crit rate circulate में 21% crit damage. Nice. What? C2 Raiden double crowned 8 10 10. Nice. Oh my god, शाओक का अटैक भाई almost 2600 almost. Nice. 75% crit rate, 184% crit damage. Okay. Vortex R1. 2 piece Viridescent, 2 piece Simenava. Okay, nice, pretty good. 18% crit damage, 10% crit rate, 21% crit damage, 6% crit rate, 7% crit damage, 11% crit rate. 1 AYATO, 3 Raiden, 1 Mona, 1 Kaching मिले थे 120 पूल में। क्या बात कर रहे हो? रियली? कैसे भाई? भाई लकी तो हो आप, बता रहा हूँ मैं देख के भाई। 25% क्रिट डैमेज, 8% क्रिट रेट, 9% ऑलमोस्ट। ओ माय गॉड क्या लक है भाई। 13% क्रिट रेट ऑन क्रिट डैमेज सर्कुलेट। C0 ट्रिपल क्राउन। नाइस। गान्यू 2000 अटैक, 50% crit rate, 197% crit damage. Hamayumi R5 ओके। बिलेट भी मिलते हैं आपको, मतलब मेरे को तो वो भी नहीं मिलता भाई। 35 पुल्स में 2 राइडन, 20 में मोना कचिंग, 65 में 1 और राइडन। 20 में मोना एंड कचिंग, 65 में 1 और राइडन। ब्रेन लैग हो गया मेरा। कहाँ से लाते हो ऐसा लक? फिर वन पुल किया आया तो आते ही 0 पीटी पे मिल गया। वेट, व्हाट? ओह माय गॉड। मेरा लक देखना, अभी काजुआ में पुल करूंगा, ठीक है, स्ट्रीम पे जब भी आएगा तभी मेरा लक देखना, आपको मजा आ जाएगा भाई। 4 पीस वंडरस, नाइस। 18% क्रिट डैमेज, 6% क्रिट रेट, 28% क्रिट डैमेज, 7% क्रिट रेट, नाइस। क्या फेदर है यार, मस्त। 10% क्रिट रेट, नाइस। क्रायो डैमेज बोनस में 12% क्रिट रेट, 12.8, and crit damage circlet में 7.4% crit rate, nice. I'll join your stream, yeah. Okay, C0, 10, 8, 9, nice, pretty good. And mommy I almost 2000 attack, 62.3% crit rate, 212% crit damage, 135 energy recharge, okay. Solar Pearl R1, नाइस। यार ये भी मिला था आपको? यार मेरे को चाहिए यार ये, ऐसा सब कुछ मेरे को क्यों नहीं मिलता भाई? वैसे काजुआ, वेंटी चाइल्ड, जोंगली आया का भी है बट लगाने की जगह नहीं है। या ब्रो, यार आप मतलब बहुत टाइम से खेल रहे होगे ना? अभी मैं बहुत टाइम से नहीं खेल रहा भाई। 30% क्रिट डैमेज एंड 3% क्रिट रेट, क्या फ्लावर है ये? क्या लक है भाई? 26% क्रिट डैमेज, 20% क्रिट डैमेज भाई। यार ओपी है भाई आपका अकाउंट। 23.3% क्रिट डैमेज एंड 7% क्रिट रेट ऑन क्रिट डैमेज सर्कलेट, नाइस रे। C0 या 878, प्रिटी गुड यार, बहुत ही मस्त अकाउंट है भाई। नाइस, ओपी अकाउंट है भाई, वेल डन। लेट्स गो। अभी इसके भाई को क्या हो रहा है वो भी देखने के लिए जाना है हमें। अबे यार, एक बार नीचे आता एक बार ऊपर आता, ये क्या बात हो गई भाई? मस्त लक है आपका भाई, ये लक मेरे को थोड़ा आने देना काजुआ के पुल में, ठीक है? थोड़ा सा लक ट्रांसफर कर देना मेरे पे भी। मेरे दोस्त मेरे को चिढ़ाते रहते हैं कि तेरे को चीची मिलेगी, मेरे को नहीं चाहिए यार चीची। पैसे मिल जाए डीलुक्स स्किन ले लूंगा।
My brother's been meditating here
मेरे
pretty
को
much
पैसे मिल जाए
constantly over
मैं
the past few
वेल्किंग
days, but
वाला वो
now
पास
he's
ले
gone.
लूंगा।
Meditating?
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing after defeating Domon's disciple. He just sits there alone, talking to himself. But that's not important right now. Where the heck could he have gone in his current state?
मेरा अकाउंट ले लो। नहीं मेरे को
This
मेरा
does
अकाउंट
pose
बिल्ड
a
करना
bit
है
of a
भाई, अभी तो
problem.
टाइम लगेगा
If we
वैसे
can't find your
बहुत,
brother,
क्योंकि मैं बहुत लेट
well,
हूँ।
we can't
2 साल
perform an
लेट हूँ मैं
exorcism with nothing to
ये गेम खेलने
exercise,
के लिए,
can
पर
we?
कोई बात नहीं,
Kato,
मजे करेंगे भाई और क्या।
whatever your name was,
अभी तो बहुत
given the
बाकी है भाई गेम में,
circumstances,
बहुत
why
कुछ
don't you
बाकी
start
है।
by going to find your brother and also picking up a handful of salt on your way? We'll need to use it during the exorcism.
मजा आएगा, दर्द लेते लेते
got
मजे
it.
करेंगे।
I'm on it.
Miko, what about us? Shouldn't we help look for his brother too?
भाग गया क्या इसका
No
ब्रदर?
need. While What's-His-Face is handling that, we'll take a walk around and ask people what they know about the two brothers. Maybe we'll find out some amusing details.
यार इसको सब कुछ पता चल जाता है भाई, फॉर्च्यून टेलर है क्या ये भाई? हेलो, बोल सकते हैं। अंकल जी, आपका कुछ कहना है इस दोनों भाई के बारे में?
Hello, sir.
उनको दिखा के
I'd like
वापस
to
कर
ask you
देना।
about the Kato
अरे नहीं
brothers.
ऐसे नहीं।
Oh, are you debt collectors? Yohei said to tell you
वो
not to
मेरे को
worry.
ऐसे
He'll
चिढ़ाते
be
हैं कि
able
तेरे
to pay you
को
back as
चीची
soon as he
मिलेगी,
has
मतलब
enrolled
ऐसे,
a few
क्योंकि
disciples.
हम तीनों मतलब मेरे 2 फ्रेंड है, हम तीनों में से सबसे खराब लक मेरा ही है, तो
We're
या
not here for anything like that.
That's
But,
why.
it sounds like Yohei and Shingo have gotten themselves into a bit of a pickle.
Well, yes. I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't have an ounce of dedication between them. They just hop between ideas and won't stick to anything.
Huh? But Yohei said his brother has always wanted to become a sword master, and even asked Domon to be his sensei.
That's true, yes. Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But even after convincing a renowned sensei to give him a chance, he was the same as ever, bumming around in class instead of focusing on his training. In the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out. But Shingo was resentful about it. He blamed Domon for not seeing his potential, and even declared that he would challenge a disciple of Domon to a duel.
Wait, what? That's not what we heard.
Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different
यार
version.
इसकी वॉइस एक्ट्रेस
My
कौन है
brother
भाई?
wasn't about to
क्या
resign himself
मस्त
to defeat.
आवाज
He
निकाला
trained
है।
every day as
मजा आ
hard as he
जाता है
could
सुन
and
के।
finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently.
Yohei said that? That Shingo trained hard. That's ridiculous. He just lay there cussing to high heaven all day, every day. Some training regimen, that is. Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that. He always has reliable information.
फेंक रहा है बंदा, बता रहा है वो, ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता। ए बच्चे व्हाट्सअप, कैसे भाग रहा है ये? हेलो कॉपी नेको 2, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम, लॉन्ग टाइम नो सी। ए केंजी तू बता, तू क्या जानता है
Hey there,
दो
we've come
भाइयों
to
के बारे
ask you
में?
about the Kato brothers.
Oh. Oh, you mean Shingo and Yohei?
Yep.
Yeah, we heard that Shingo defeated an apprentice of Domon's recently. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. Wait, so are you here because you heard they're starting their own school and you're looking to sign up?
We're not here to sign up, but we would like to hear more details about the fight.
Well, you've come to the right person. I actually went to watch it. I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art. But when he drew his sword, he became a whole different person. The way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water, mesmerizing to watch. Domon's disciple is no pushover, but he was absolutely no match for Shingo.
Is Shingo really that strong?
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel too. He was celebrating very vocally, saying something like, "What a duel. I haven't felt this good in a long time."
Any other details to share? We've heard that Shingo has been behaving rather out of character since then.
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he used to. In the past, he never used to do much except lie around sunbathing all day. But just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of one afternoon, he did what most people couldn't finish in 3 days. Not only that, but he managed to fell a lavender melon tree with just one kick.
ओह क्या हो गया भाई इसको?
Quite impressive.
फॉर्म में आ गया क्या बंदा?
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shouted, "What is that stuff? Keep that away from me!" And then ran off.
Lady Guji, esteemed exorcists. Finally, I found you. I found my brother. He's at the waterfall, and I've got the salt you asked for, too. Come on, let's go!
Oh, as much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more delicious details, I suppose we'd better be going now that he has been found.
लेट्स गो भाई, देखते हैं उसके भाई का क्या चल रहा है। ये बंदा मतलब इतने टाइम में देख के भी आ गया वहां से, कोंडा विलेज से यहाँ तक। क्या बात है भाई, क्या स्पीड है भाई बंदे की। अच्छा नीचे है क्या?
Look over there. That's him at the waterfall.
ये बाजू में ये क्यों सोया हुआ है?
So this is Yohei's brother. Whoa. He's meditating while sitting in a waterfall. That's pretty wild. Hey, listen! He's talking to himself.
डिल्यूजन नहीं ले लिया ना इसने? When will you play Pokemon games? Pokemon games के मैंने डाला तो सही यार एपिसोड, आपने देखा नहीं क्या? अभी मैं सोच रहा था पोकेमोन यूनाइट की स्ट्रीम करते किसी दिन, चेक करते मेरा फोन चलता है या नहीं, देखते भाई। देखते भाई। और मैंने एपिसोड डाला है भाई आज पोकेमोन का, और नेक्स्ट सीरीज भी शुरू करने वाला हूँ मैं बहुत ही जल्दी। एक बार मैं रेगुलेशन में आ जाऊँ ना, मतलब कि मेरी कॉलेज शुरू हो गई तो मतलब मैं रेगुलेशन में आ जाऊँ तो फिर हो जाएगा। मेरा थोड़ा शेड्यूल एफ्ड अप है अभी तो या
manliness. I can't even feel the cold anymore. I can't take any more. I'm gonna die. Yohei, Yohei, save me, save me.
Did you hear that? All the nonsense aside, he's calling for help.
Huh? Who goes there?
He stood up, and now he's coming this way.
No, don't come any closer.
अरे अपने भाई से डर रही है क्या?
Miko, think of
Can you play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu? Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu नहीं खेल सकते यार, क्योंकि मेरे पास है नहीं ना वो स्विच। और फिर मैं अपने पीसी में डाल के खेलूं भी सही, पर उसमें कुछ पोकेमॉन ऐसे जो हम पकड़ नहीं पाएंगे यार, क्योंकि उसमें जॉयस्टिक लगता है ना। जॉयस्टिक कहाँ से लाऊं भाई?
Well, how should I know?
इसलिए फिर मैं
The
नहीं
way
खेल
it
रहा
looks to
खेलने वाला
me is
Pokemon
that
Let's Go
Shingo
Pikachu।
feels terribly resentful to you about something. Would you mind telling me what
उसमें वो
that's all
जॉयस्टिक
about?
थ्रो वाला वो रहता है
I
ना
don't know
पोकेमोन
what to tell
पकड़ने के
you.
लिए, तो
I don't know.
we can do
You
that।
don't know.
इसीलिए
But
यार
surely you should have more insight than anyone else into how your brother came to be this way. Yohei, I suggest you think very carefully before you open your mouth again. This is a life or death situation. Your brother is your closest relative. You must have noticed straight away when he started acting out of character. And yet, 5 whole days pass before it occurs to you to come and seek help from me. You really expect me not to notice the gaping holes in your story?
But I...
As you wish. It's fine by me if you don't want to tell the truth.
मैं
But
मदद
after
नहीं करूंगी,
Shingo
बता रही है
dies,
भाई।
you'll be
I'm
next.
now playing Pokemon X at my old mobile।
It's futile trying
Nice,
to
nice,
escape.
मस्त गेम है भाई Pokemon
Anywhere in
X।
the world you run to, it will be right behind your back.
हमने सीरीज डाल रखी है,
After
चेक
all,
कर लेना,
You
मजा
did
आएगा आपको।
summon it together.
मतलब वो मेरी फर्स्ट सीरीज थी तो इतना कुछ ज्यादा एक्सपेक्ट मत
All
करना,
right,
पर
I'll talk,
ठीक है, फिर भी
I'll tell you
कॉमेडी हो जाएगी
everything.
थोड़ी आपके लिए।
My brother
Made a
and I
wish.
used a wishing incantation. We made a wish.
For a first-hand guide to summoning spirit।
Yes, that's it. The one that's all the rage right now. You just have to recite an incantation at midnight and your wish will be granted. Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped inside it barefoot at midnight, said the incantation, and lo and behold, spheres of light appeared all around us. After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword skills. But his whole personality changed too.
Why didn't you seek help right away? Why did you wait till now to get him some help?
Because I was worried that if he goes back to normal, he'll lose his skills
It
with
has
the
so
sword.
glitches।
If that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts
इसमें
school.
Pokemon X
We'd
में।
be back to being poor. I just wanted to keep this under wraps until we'd managed to get the dojo set up and paid off our debts.
So
पता
then,
नहीं आपको
why'd
लैग
you
हो
go
रहा
to
होगा,
the Grand Narukami
या
Shrine?
तो फिर पता नहीं मेरे को मोबाइल
Because
सीक्रा
with
में
the way
ग्लिच हो
he's
तो
acting now, I was worried that rumors
मैंने
might
जब
start
खेला था तब
spreading that
लैपटॉप
he's
में
gotten
खेला था।
involved in the occult arts or something, and then no one would want to sign up as his disciple. So I was
Yes,
thinking that
ऐसे
maybe
बात
Lady
है। होगा
Gucci
शायद,
might have a
क्योंकि
way
मैंने
to get
फोन
my
में नहीं
brother
खेला,
back
तो
to
मेरे
normal,
फोन में
but
ज़्यादा कुछ पता नहीं है
let
यार।
him keep his sword skills?
My, look at you with your ingenious schemes. Stop deluding yourself. These newfound sword skills are not his. They belong to the spirit that has possessed him.
You're right. We were wrong to do what we did. We had this coming.
All right, then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt, and then draw your sword.
बैटल में हराना है क्या इसको? डिड यू प्ले पोकेमॉन ओमेगा रूबी? यप, उसका भी सीरीज मैंने डाल रखी है। आप वो प्लेलिस्ट हमारे चैनल में प्लेलिस्ट वाले में जाके देख सकते हो।
It's the spirit.
या प्लेलिस्ट में जाके देख लेना, मैंने
See
सबकी
that?
प्लेलिस्ट बना रखी है, ठीक है?
That's what you
एक्स की,
summoned.
ओमेगा रूबी
And
की, एंड
look,
अभी
now
हम
that Shingo's no
पोकेमॉन मून
use,
ब्लैक तो
it's
खेल रहे हैं, तो
coming
उसकी भी
straight
मिल
for
जाएगी। तो
you.
आपको उसमें जाओगे ना तो सभी एपिसोड मिल जाएंगे लाइन बाय लाइन।
Save me! Save me!
प्लेलिस्ट वाले सेक्शन चेक कर लेना, आपको मजा आएगा।
He fainted. What do we do
आपको
now?
मेरे चैनल के सभी वीडियो उसमें मिल
We
जाएंगे
do
प्लेलिस्ट में।
nothing. But you, little one, just a quick fight and this will all be over.
Who's this? Ah, a fellow swordmaster. Come on, fight me!
He's coming. Be careful.
भाई घोस्ट से फाइट करा रहे ये लोग मेरे को, ये क्या बात है भाई? What's up bro?
My apologies.
Chill out.
Embrace the ice. Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
उई, अटक गया यार मैं।
Ready, steady, go.
Cheap tricks.
Yeah.
Take flight. Busted.
अरे अरे चेंज हो जा।
No back. I'm ready.
Whirling snow. Gotcha.
You win.
मार पड़ गई और।
That was great! Excellent! Woo! What a rush! I haven't felt this great in a long, long time.
Okay, I'm now going to watch some Pokemon X gameplay. Okay.
At the end there.
Bye bye bro. Hope we'll see you soon.
I'm sure is confused.
And enjoy the
I don't know
gameplay.
what that was all about.
I have rough idea. I'm completely bewildered as well.
We can talk about it later. They're about to wake up.
What am I doing here? Yohei? Yohei, is that you?
Shingo, are you alright?
Yohei, I had the weirdest dream.
अरे इसको तो ड्रीम लग रहा
I
है भाई।
dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I even beat one of Domon's disciples. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But then I realized I couldn't control my own body. And there was this voice in my ear talking to me constantly. I was terrified and I wanted to take control of my body back, but I couldn't. And the voice kept talking about manliness.
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish. We summoned a spirit and it possessed you.
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then the spirit would have haunted your brother until he died of fatigue too.
Thank you, Lady Guji. And thank you for your assistance, exorcism experts.
Exorcism
All
expert बना
right,
दिया
take
भाई हम
him to
लोगों
get
को तो।
some rest. He's very weak right now, having been possessed for quite a few days. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. Remember, this is the price you pay. At this point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using occult methods to obtain power that does not belong to you. But I think you get the picture now, don't you?
Yes, we understand now. We won't do it ever again.
Thank you, Lady Guji. Thank you, exorcists. We'll be on our way then. Come on, Shingo.
Nico, would they really have lost their lives if we hadn't gotten involved? And if so, why the heck were you so reluctant to help out?
Oh, they would have been fine. I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly think these two lazy rascals would have learned their lesson.
So,
सही बात है, सही बात है।
what was it that possessed Shingo?
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you?
A master of sword, lots of strength and passion, but doesn't like tofu.
Paimon's got it. It was an Oni.
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions. As a matter of fact, it actually seemed like it was trying to train Shingo to become bolder.
Fair enough. But it seems like it had the opposite effect.
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body. Then you exhausted its strength by fighting it, so it disappeared. Even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would have eventually become too weak for his body to host the spirit, and it would have left of its own accord. Of course, it would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way. Still, the experience may ultimately have been more effective than me scaring them into submission with a little exaggeration.
Whew. Well, the main thing is that nobody got hurt.
All right, seems like we've wrapped up everything here. Come on, off we go.
Hold on, Miko. You say everything's wrapped up, but are you sure about that?
You mean you disagree?
The book, The Fire Hand Guide to Summoning the Spirit.
Oh, you mean that they got the incantation from that book? Yes, I know the one.
Actually, that book's the whole reason we came looking for you at the shrine today. Incantations seem really popular right now.
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai. It's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantations to summon the supernatural.
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the book are actually capable of summoning spirits and stuff, and loads of people are trying it.
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit with the incantation, it won't stay with them for very long. I really wouldn't fret about it.
But who wrote this book, and why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? What do you think, Traveler?
It does worry me a bit. If Miko says it's fine, we probably don't need to worry. I'm more curious about Miko's reaction.
You're right. Big events in the light novel market should be at the center of her attention, surely. But she doesn't seem to care about this book at all.
Lady Yai, I finally found you.
Kuroda, what are you doing here?
I'm here to report on Yai Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the numbers are here. Please take a look.
Let me see. What? We're losing market share?
Yes. Overall bestseller, readers' favorite, and trending ranking. We're being beaten in all categories. One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
कौन publish कर रहा है भाई ये?
Back here now.
वापस बुला ले लो करो को तुम्हारी जरूरत पड़ेगी अभी मेरे को के.
You have a really scary look on your face right now.
Things just got serious. A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is an all-round hit, summarily beating the novels of the Yai Publishing House by every analysis. Just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work, and now a rival book comes out of nowhere and steals our thunder. If this isn't the very definition of intolerable, I don't know what is. I have to come up with a counterplan, and you are going to help me.
Huh? How is this our problem all of a sudden?
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here?
Oh,
am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so important in your eyes after all?
Wait, what just happened? Again, you technically have a point, but this feels all wrong.
Nothing's wrong, okay? Come on. We're going to war. I'm going to head back and make some preparations. Meet me outside the Yai Publishing House.
Okay.
Let the show begin.
Miko, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book?
Why don't you take a guess? I'll give you a hint. It's to do with the Yai Publishing House.
Oh, Paimon knows! combine the reputation of the Yai Publishing House with the status of Guji Yai and tell everyone that the incantations in that book are dangerous.
Oh, wow. Your first guess and you got it absolutely
Wrong.
wrong.
पता था.
Yeah! Oh, wait! Seriously? That wasn't it?
A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would effectively be advertising to everyone that the incantations are real. In bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more curious readers ready to try them out. Also, sales for the book would only increase further.
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic. Oh, how about we confiscate all the copies?
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require, going to such lengths over a light novel would be extremely disruptive to the lives of Inazumans.
But that means there's nothing we can do.
Well, I've been thinking. I've read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. It has many other good qualities besides the incantations alone. The book contains many ancient kaidan, or tales of the supernatural, and is written in a very engaging way. That is why the book has become so popular. I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in its popularity while it's the only work in its league on the market.
Wait, you mean?
That's right. How do you get rid of the next big thing? You replace it with the next big thing. So what we're going to do is create Inazuma's newest hit novel. Smash our rivals' sales numbers and win our readers back. That is how Yae Miko wages war. Incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
Wait, Miko, so you want us to write a novel?
Yup, obviously. Can I really do that? I have never written a novel before.
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an overnight process. But let's not forget that I am the chief editor of the Yae Publishing House. I have my ways. I did say this is what we're going to do. I trust that the word teamwork is in your vocabulary. Anyway, there is a writer's submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers and finding out what they're into. When you have an idea of what the current trends are, come back and see me. I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're done. I will assemble a team, and we can work while we eat.
Okay. मैं तो बोलता हूँ राइडन शोगन पे एक नॉवेल लिख दो, बचा जाएगा सभी लोगों को. Go to the submission event. Listen to what the readers like.
I'll be honest. I read light novels for the cheap thrills. In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc, usually involving a process of separation, loss, and ultimately growth and renewed strength. It reads well and everything. It's just a little slow-paced for me. By contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, where the protagonist is super strong right from the get-go. That's what I mean by cheap thrills. Action-packed right from page one. The protagonist is a kitsune who has not only mastered the secret art of incantations, but also tea ceremony, painting, and calligraphy.
Okay. आपको कुछ बताना है मोटे
The
भाई?
key to a successful light novel is having good illustrations. When to use illustrations, what they should contain, and which artists you should commission for them. These are all key things to bear in mind. Good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip side, a bad illustration can ruin your novel, even if you have the best story in the world. There's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. I'd agree with that. Too bad most of the top artists have jam-packed schedules, so it's extremely difficult to commission them. The illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible, but it's unlike any art style I've ever seen before.
been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into big, ambitious fantasy works with an original core concept and good storytelling. These days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. Most of the time, I can guess what the story is about just from the title. The only recent book worth mentioning is A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. Not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really true to life. So much so that I'm almost wondering if maybe the author really has met all those yokai before.
There's much more to light novels than Paimon realized. Let's go tell our findings to Yai Miko.
Ah, there you are. Let me introduce the team. You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru.
Yeah.
Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working through a creative lull at the moment, but all his past works have been very popular with young people. He's developed a distinct and enduringly popular style. Satomi is Yai Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different stories and all under different pen names. As for what those names are, well, that's a trade secret. They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits off its perch. So, feeling better about my plan now?
Uh-huh. It definitely makes sense.
Now then, tell me what you found out about readers' preferences.
बहुत कुछ बता रहे थे भाई मेरे को
All
तो।
very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality illustrations, and lots of action.
वैसे भी इस बंदे
This
को
is the formula
motivation
that will
चाहिए थी ना।
guarantee good sales numbers.
I guess
More
इस
importantly than
incident
that,
से उसको
even
motivation
though it's a
मिल
work of
जाएगी।
fiction, we have to deliver a sense of realism.
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's still one question. What are we actually gonna write about? For example, we know we need an original core concept, but how do we come up with one?
Before you can answer that question, you have to understand your target audience. Take A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the kitsune. But to the general public, it's bursting with new and interesting ideas. It all comes down to the size of the information gap between author and reader. As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns to the people of Inazuma. What is commonplace to you may be fresh and original to them.
Oh, right! So maybe we can take inspiration from our time in Mondstadt and Lille.
Yep.
But that would make it a completely different genre than A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. Is that gonna be a problem?
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. All you have to do is provide some interesting ideas based on your travel experiences. As long as the core content is interesting, my expert team here will be able to flesh out the details.
Alright, let's start with Chapter 1 then. What are you thinking?
Reincarnated in the other world encounters with the airborne emergency ration. LOL. The Work Shy Bard, the Dragon and the Grand Adventure.
This sounds like a great one!
Yes.
Let's see here. The protagonist arrives in Mondstadt for the first time to the sight of a dragon flying around and wreaking havoc on the city. With the help of some trusty companions, the protagonist successfully defeats the dragon. But then, the dragon suddenly turns into a beautiful young woman!
Oh, ये तो नहीं हुआ था भाई.
Huh? Human, let us work together to build a better future. The love story between human and dragon begins today? Well,
What?
that was an unexpected development.
Hey,
What happened
new
to the
expression.
Grand Adventure?
The Grand Adventure is just the protagonist's name. What?
What? But that's so misleading.
What? इसीलिए
Out of
तो
a
है भाई.
maximum of 10 points, I'd give that a 9. The story certainly goes in an unorthodox direction, and the Dragon Girl sounds destined to be a hit character. Approved.
Yep.
What the heck?
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through the lens of the kinds of light novels you've read in the past. I think you really understand what we're trying to do here. Thoughts from the experts? Are we able to work with this general framework to make an interesting story?
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I'm not careful, so this deals with that problem.
That's good. Okay, we're done with Chapter 1. Let's move on to Chapter 2.
Okay.
Huh? Won't that do for now?
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. If we don't keep delivering the goods now we've caught their attention, all our hard work so far is in vain. Hurry, Chapter 2, let's go. Can't you see that Satomi is waiting?
What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
I can't think of any more stories. My mind's gone black.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further before it came to this. But alas, the time has come prematurely.
Before it came to what? What's happened?
The bane of our existence. Writer's block. It's your arch nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer. They sell their souls just to get their muse back.
Sounds awful!
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite to eat and take a proper break. Boss, get me a plate of fried tofu, and get some kushikatsu for these two. Just the basic kind will do. Don't worry, this is my treat.
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute. Miko, we'll be getting paid for all the hard work we're doing, right?
Of course, everyone that takes part in the creative process will be paid.
Alright, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't give up now. For the sake of our paycheck, get your brain going!
So I won by paycheck. Speaking of Mora.
Oh! Does this mean your inspirations come back?
Obviously, bro. Took a trip to Liyue. Tour guide turned out to be Rex Lapis. Rock and roll, girl. I turned into a Geovishap hatchling.
Let's see now. The protagonist arrives in Liyue and befriends a young man who doesn't have the money to pay for anything. Only later do we find out that this young man is none other than Rex Lapis himself. With the help of the Qixing and the protection of the Adepti, I am free to roam this vast realm. Is this the kind of cheap thrill that guy was talking about?
I give it a 9.8. The story is fun and action-packed with no dark undertones. Also, there are a great many legends about Rex Lapis. I'm sure it will spark the people's curiosity.
Yep.
I, for one, think there's a sizable market for this. Approved.
Alright, well, let's just hope Zhang Li doesn't mind.
Great. Well, now Satomi can get started on that.
Leave it to me, Lady Yae.
Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
Stop this. Come on. Let's get rid of this Vision Hunt degree. Farewell, Literature Hunt decree. Starting as a resistance soldier.
Clearly very closely based on your own personal experience, with no major changes at all.
Well, I'm running low on inspiration.
That's fine. Since it's something that took place in Inazuma, it might actually be more interesting to readers if it's grounded in the truth. One thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the Omamori. Let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. The protagonist uses this spell to defeat the Raiden Shogun in battle. That should do the trick.
Yep.
Whoa,
awesome.
So we're really going head to head with our rival on this one, huh?
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript, I'll write the passage where the protagonist recites the incantation myself.
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be able to beat a first-hand guide to summoning spirits?
The content is fine. Now we just need to promote it. I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. We'll also need an endorsement on a paper band around the book. I can get the wonderful Ms. Hina to write that. She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine. The people of Inazuma absolutely adore her. You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yai Publishing House at some point to commission Ms. Hina for that recommendation. Once our light novel is complete, let's meet at the writer's submission event.
Okay.
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant.
अरे वेलकम नहीं, मैं तो गुड बाय हो रहा हूँ भाई. Let's go to Yai Publishing House.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements, but since it's Lady Guji that's asking, we'll see what we can do. With Miss Hina getting so popular lately, a lot of people have come to us hoping to do a collaboration. But Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. She still prefers to focus all her efforts on replying to readers' letters, and turns down every promotional opportunity she can. Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, if we can get that endorsement from Miss Hina, you'll definitely get an exposure boost at the beginning. May your light novel sell well and set a new record for the Yai Publishing House.
Yay, let's go.
We'll do our best.
Submit the manuscript. काम करवाते रहते मेरे से यार, यहाँ से वहाँ भगाते रहते मेरे को. ये है क्या?
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by Thousand Hands.
What a strange pen name. Definitely your doing. Having been around you so much recently, Paimon's slowly starting to understand your unique tastes.
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of different people to get this thing finished. Don't you think it's a very descriptive pen name?
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout Inazuma. I'll announce the sales numbers in 3 days.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really think this is gonna work?
We had a top-notch team. We are all professionals.
That's right. Be confident in your work. That's exactly how a light novelist should be.
Okay,
Yes, let's
then
go.
I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days for the results.
Okay.
Thank you all for your submission. I wish you the very best of luck.
Wait for 3 days. What the heck? मेरे को 3 दिन तक रुकना पड़ेगा, क्या बात है? 1 2 2 में जीजी हो जाता है भाई इसमें तो. ओके, अभी भी रुकना है क्या? ओके, हो गया. चलो भाई. Let's ask about the sales situation.
Ah, you've all finally made it. Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelves. Multiple sales locations are asking when we'll be printing more copies.
Woohoo! That's great!
This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. Most new books don't sell 30% of what you've sold. I have free copies for each of you here, please take them. The payment will follow shortly, and I'll notify you to come and collect it when the time comes.
This is all great, but
Oh yeah! The whole reason why we made this light novel was to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't feel like we accomplished our goal. How do we know whether it worked?
Oh, don't worry. The change is already underway. Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about. The conversation has already moved on, hasn't it?
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation from A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits at midnight, and your wish will come true!
Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old news, man. No one's talking
Purana ho
about
gaya
that
bhai wo to.
anymore. The secret spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing. I've already memorized all the incantations.
The secret spells of Lady Kitsune? What's that?
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, you'll receive protection of the Kitsune and all the other powerful yokai. They can make any of your wishes come true. I heard that the incantations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits have weird side effects. This one guy wished for a load of mora and got it, but then one night it all turned to leaves and he developed a high fever. They actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get rid of the discomfort. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones everyone was trying before. Pretty much everyone I know is desperate to try it out. Just waiting for a moonless night.
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling less worried now?
Wow, you're right! Everyone's shifting focus! But what's this moonless night that they're talking about? Hyman doesn't remember that detail from the brainstorming session.
This is something that will become very important to us further down the line. All right, it's time to move on to the next phase of the plan.
Eh? There's a phase 2?
Of course. Behind every book that hits the market lies an author, right?
Oh yeah, if we leave him to his own devices, he might just write another guide to summoning spirits. Also, we still need to figure out what his motive for writing it was.
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, I've already managed to identify the author. He's a failed light novelist named Tomoyuki. But when we went to ask him about it, he had no recollection whatsoever of having written the book.
wait, so does this mean?
Yes, this is another case of possession. Only this time, whoever possessed him actively sought him out. After his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In frustration, he shouted out, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing novel!" After that, he lost consciousness.
But the spirit that wrote the book has already left him now, right? So what are we supposed to do?
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? So we can just use its own method to make it manifest itself. And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role.
They sound very dubious. Is it too late for me to back out?
Oh, what are you talking about? The fun's just about to begin.
Ah, yeah. मजा आने वाला है रे. Let's go. Oh, यहाँ पे जाना है क्या? Okay.
Nico, what is this place?
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain elusive author. This is the place where we are most likely to succeed in summoning the spirit.
Really? But it feels so eerie here.
That seems rather fitting, considering that we are dealing with the spirits of the deceased here. What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet the true author of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. Aren't you excited?
Paimon's heart is pounding, but Paimon's pretty sure it's not because of
Come on, in we go.
Hey, wait up! Oh, Paimon's scared. Stay close by, okay? Don't leave Paimon all alone.
अरे टेंशन मतलब मैं आऊँ ना। पाइमन यार टेंशन बहुत लेती है। ए यार ये क्या रिवॉर्ड है भाई? बस चलो क्या ही कर सकते हैं। ये याइमिको क्या याइमिको दिए हैं हमको? 90 लेवल की याइमिको दिए हैं। ओके ऑलमोस्ट 2000 अटैक, 76% crit rate, 158% crit damage, 135% एनर्जी रिचार्ज। ओके नाइस। ओह उसका सिग्नेचर वेपन दिए हैं हमें, नाइस। एंड 4 पीस नॉबलेस। ओके C3 याइमी को दिए हैं 8 11 8। ओके देन लेट्स गो, लेट्स सी हाउ इट वर्क्स। अरे कुछ दिखाई नहीं दे रहा था।
What a weird painting. Miko, do you know what it's supposed to show?
Probably a scene from ancient Inazuma.
It's a good piece of artwork and all, but it's also kinda eerie. So it's a bit scary. Looks like the artist signed their name. Rakuzai? It's not very clear.
Let's go inside and take a look. Emerge. Kamisato art. Sumetsu. Right now. Busted.
Finally,
My apologies. Right here.
नाइस। मजा आ गया याइमिको को यूज करके। ओके क्या है कुछ लेने के लिए? या तो सिर्फ यही है। कुछ था नहीं क्या यार पीछे? कुछ तो था यार। ओके नेवर माइंड देन। लेट्स गो फॉर द राइट।
Wow, this place is huge. Hey, is that a mirror? There's a really weird looking stool as well. Wonder what it's
Use
for.
the mechanism to
I
reset
see.
and activate the corner.
This setup is quite handy. Saves me a lot of work. All right, go and take a look around. There
The
should be a
lampstand
mechanism somewhere that
slowly.
makes the whole room move.
The lampstand begins to move slowly. Hey, what's up?
Quietly now. Right now, emerge.
Dodge this.
क्या dodge कर रहे हो?
Take flight.
यहाँ पे ये बंदे क्या कर रहे भाई? ओए प्रैक्टिस कर रहे क्या? मस्त। ठीक है ठीक है। Corner lamp stand reset and activated. Activate the lamps using electro. ये कहाँ पे आ गया मैं? यहाँ पे तो कुछ नहीं है भाई। अच्छा यहाँ पे था कुछ। ओके वो लैंप का क्या है वो देख लेते हैं एक बार।
Right here.
Lamp stand has been activated.
Let's get down to business.
अरे कहाँ से आ गए भाई बंदे? मेरे को दिख नहीं रहे भाई। अरे ये
Right now,
रहना
emerge.
अटक गया
Right here. A sight to behold.
My apologies.
Right now, emerge.
अटक क्यों जाता है बार बार ओके तीसरा इसको भी ऊपर लाना पड़ेगा ना
Come on out.
ये स्टार्ट नहीं होगा क्या यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं है क्या
Right here, right now.
Busted. These are about to get dicey. Take flight. Stop for a swirl.
Cut down. You witness this.
Lampstand begins to move slowly. कौन सा लैंप हिल रहा है भाई मेरे को भी दिखा दो यार यार okay next gameplay was very that my pants got teared off for real wait what lol मजा आया ना लेकिन बस मजे करो हो गया ना भाई अरे
Come on out. Emerge. Right now.
हुआ या नहीं हुआ ओपी या मैन थैंक यू फोटो लेना चाहिए भाई इसका तो अच्छा ये है ना इसको कहाँ से लाऊं मैं नीचे पर कुछ तो है भाई लेट्स सी ओके पर वहाँ पे जाए कैसे कुछ है क्या यहाँ पे हटाने के लिए हाँ ये रहा ना देन हैव यू प्ले पोकेमॉन रेड नहीं वो बाकी है रे वो बाकी है अभी 3 सीरीज ही खेला हूँ मैं अभी तक ओए यहाँ पे तो बंदा बैठा है मस्त
Let me try.
Show them. Emerge.
Yeah, my apologies. Yeah.
Fall before me. Fall before me.
हो गया भाई ये बंदा तो क्या डॉज किया है भाई मजा आ गया
Right now. Emerge. Right now.
और यामी को लग गया भाई
Like this.
Thank you for the rewards और है क्या कुछ अच्छा या तो यहाँ पे ही आ गया मैं ओ इतना ही था क्या यहाँ पे कुछ है नहीं क्या यहाँ पे और बंदे हैं नाइस ए व्हाट्स अप बॉयज ये लो और मेरे को मारने लगे बैरेट बनी दिखा नहीं क्या
Gotcha. Whirling snow.
जीजी हो गया भाई नाइस
Let's dance.
ओह इसकी हेल्थ तो देखो क्या हुई है भाई क्या क्या इसमें संभाल के रखा है क्या इन लोगों ने I have play Pokemon Diamond only cause you teach me how to play nicely and where do you find things etc. Okay, thank you. I'm glad that I can help you, bro. Thank you for the support. The lamp stands being moved slowly. Okay, आ गया क्या नीचे तक? Okay then. Okay हो गया ना शुरू सभी हो गए. Nice. चलो भाई.
Whoa! It's the painting we just saw.
Main boss से ऐसा कुछ रहेगा यार. मेरे को लग रहा है ऐसा.
It's getting scarier and scarier. What is this place?
Okay. Next, I will show you a secret kitsune spell.
And have you played Pokemon
This
Black?
painting is a swift summoning
Pokemon
medium,
Black मैंने
which means
खेला
I'll
हुआ
be
है
able
पर
to
मैंने
skip many of
बहुत
the more
पहले खेला था
tedious
मतलब मैं
steps.
छोटा था तब खेला हुआ था and तब मैंने चैनल नहीं बनाई थी तो यार मैंने खेला हुआ है पर
The murky mirror reflects the view of
Widely पे नहीं
Inazuma in a
खेला हुआ है।
bygone age. Spirits stirred by the sight of the past will be easily drawn to it. You're up next, little one. Come on, sit yourself down here.
फोटो पढ़ाते हैं बैठ जाओ hold on are we surely you are not planning to
Yes. The whole point of a summoning ritual is for a dead person's spirit to possess a living person's body. You saw what happened to that Oni samurai spirit. After leaving the host's body, he was only able to maintain his form for a very short time before disappearing.
Are we positive that summoning a spirit to possess the traveler isn't gonna have any lasting negative consequences?
Oh,
अरे यार है ना
you
टेंशन मत
really
ले तू
care about the little one quite a lot, don't you?
yes
I'm a little jealous. I wish my friends were caring like that.
Aww.
Anyway,
have you played
are
Pokemon
you
Emerald
scared, little
नहीं
friend?
यार वो नहीं खेला
Don't
अरे
you
वो
worry
सेम ही है
now.
ना
It'll be over
डायमंड
soon.
डायमंड
Just
पर्ल
think
और
of it
एमराल्ड
like
सेम ही नहीं है क्या
having
मेरे
a
को तो ऐसा ही
dream.
लगता था भाई अगर नहीं है तो ये मेरे को आज पता चला है what do I need to do
Sit on the chair, stare at the painting, and relax your body and mind. Try and be natural. There's really no need to be nervous.
यार ये क्या करवा रही है हमसे स्पिरिट को समन करा रही है भाई हमारी बॉडी में
It's like she's sitting inside the painting. Huh? Is Paimon seeing things? Did the painting just move?
मजा आने वाला है
Recite the incantation in your heart, little one. Also, you'll need to have some intense thoughts going through your head. A wish, for example. Now, what kind of wish do we think it would take to summon forth the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits? Anyone?
Probably something to do with writing?
Very good. The wish needs to be heartfelt, though, so let me help add a little realism to the equation. The book is selling exceptionally
Your
well,
gameplay are so
Traveler,
much
but we're
good
going
and
to need an
very
outline for
helpful.
Chapter
Thank you,
4
bro.
as soon as humanly possible.
I'm glad that you are
When
like
is the
it.
earliest that you can turn it in by?
Please someone anyone help me write chapter 4
The painting is moving again! What the?
oh my god creepy vibe आ रही है भाई
I never thought the day would come when I'd be summoned using my own ritual. Getting a taste of my own medicine. What have we here? Another budding writer? What's come over you all? Why is everyone wishing for help with their writing? Are novels so popular in this day and age?
We got you! So you were the one who wrote a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. What are you trying to do, Why'd you put that summoning incantation in the book, huh? What's your game here?
Huh? What's this? Oh, I see. No
Then
wonder
now
this
I'm
felt
playing
so
Pokénex.
familiar.
So
I
bye bye.
walked right
Okay,
into
bye
your
bye.
trap,
Enjoy the
haven't
game.
I?
Bye bye.
You
I
ask
hope
me
I'll
what
see
my
you soon.
game is here?
Enjoy the game.
Well,
bye bye.
of course. It was to
Love you.
use
Thank you,
this
bro.
incantation
Welcome.
as a
Love
means
you too,
for
bro.
all
Bye
the
bye.
souls of the departed yokai to make their glorious return to the world and plunge all of Inazuma into a brutal, bloody war.
Oh my god, ये बंदा तो भाई कुछ अलग ही फॉर्म में है.
You had an evil plan all along!
Oh, did you now? Then how naive of you to let me possess this body so easily. I sense, yes, great power within her. Good. Good! With this power, no one shall be able to stand in my way.
Wake up! Quick! Wake up! We gotta stop him!
It is futile. You shall never wake her again. This body now belongs to me!
Oh my god.
Hey! Come on, wake up! Don't let him take your mind! Miko, think of something! Miko! Miko!
भाई हंस रही है ये. फटी पड़ी है यहाँ पे पाइमन की.
You're laughing?
Oh, Rakusai, you haven't changed a bit. You caught on so quickly. Too perfect.
Well, you made the face enough times that I couldn't exactly miss the hint. This is what you were going for, yes? Never one to stand on the sidelines of a good spectacle, are you? Always got to dive in and fan the flames, huh? You mischievous little kitsune, you. Look what you've done to this little flying one here. Oh, poor thing scared witless.
You were having plenty of fun playing the bad guy a moment ago. Now you're trying to blame it all on me?
Rakusai? Miko, you guys know each other?
Yes, we do. Of course we do.
Allow me to formally introduce the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, Urakusai. No, wait. To be more accurate, it's Urakusai's memory.
Memory? But isn't he a spirit?
Ah, spirits, memories. They're just different words to describe the same thing. Something that comes from the ley lines.
Do you remember that recent incident when the Rift Hounds were gnawing at the sacred Sakura's roots? You witnessed human memories leaking from the ley lines, didn't you? Well, since there are human memories, of course there are going to be yokai memories too. In life, yokai possess supernatural powers, and even when they are a shadow of their former selves from a bygone era, they still have the ability to control whether they are visible or not. Typically, yokai memories survive longer in the world than those of humans.
Indeed, indeed. I was wandering around the sacred Sakura's roots when I suddenly heard someone yelling, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing novel." It piqued my curiosity, so I popped inside his body and wrote a novel for him.
So that's how it happened. But why did you include a summoning incantation in the novel?
Oh, little one. Not to toot my own horn here, but when I was alive, I wasn't just another kitsune, no. I was a mighty and powerful Daiyoko. The memories of other yokai can't possess human bodies at will like I can. But with this incantation, they can go one last little joyride in the world for a couple of days. Anything they're still itching to do, they can go and get it done.
But...
She's trying to say that all the commotion this causes is likely to be a great disturbance to the humans.
Disturbance? I guess you mean that we might leave them with some broken dreams after we leave, hmm? Oh, yes. And they might have a fever or whatever. But you know, I actually think that the most admirable thing about human beings is the way that they go out and shape their fate with their own two hands, given that they're not born blessed with the same powers that we enjoy. As for those who would rather draw on external power than seek to improve themselves, it's quite right that they learn their lesson eventually. So when you think about it, we're actually doing the humans a big favor. Miko, you agree, don't you?
Yes,
भाई ये तो
that's what I
चड्डी
thought
बड्डी
too.
निकला इसका.
Alright then. You finally convinced Paimon. You guys were right.
What are you scared of, little one? Don't be deceived by her day-to-day antics. Miko is actually one of the most powerful yokai out there.
Not only that, Urakusai, but my latest work has beaten that book you wrote, A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, to become the most popular in Inazuma.
अबे यार ये कोई टाइम है फ्लेक्स
Of
करने का.
course. You were never one to make extra work for yourself where you can help it. And yet you went to all these lengths to find my painting room, and even took the trouble to summon me. I knew you must have some ulterior motive. You were always the one to pick a quarrel with me when we all used to gather around and share stories. All right. You win, I lose. Happy now?
I finally get to hear you say it centuries later. Ooh, I must say it feels good.
भाई ठीक है भाई.
I remember when you were just a little girl, always hanging off my shoulders. A few hundred years later, and you're all grown up.
Oh, Urakusai, how much time do you have left?
Not much. That goes for all of us, actually. We've all got to go back where we came from in the end.
बात तो
Everyone's
सही है
quite
भाई.
content in many ways, but they still can't help but ask, are we ever going to have another Hyakyako?
Don't you worry about that, Urakusai. Arrangements are being made. When my bell rings, it means the moonless night is upon us.
Great. Wonderful. Fantastic. Miko, it's been nice catching up, but I'd better conserve my energy if I want to stick it out until then. So, I'll be on my way now.
All right. Goodbye then, Urakusai.
One last thing, Miko. I just want to know, have you been well all these years?
I've been great, of course. Every day is a happy one, especially these days. Not only do I have my light novels, but I've also met these two delightfully nosy outlanders. And even A is finally starting to come to her senses. Quite a miracle, given how pig-headed she can
Yeah,
be.
yeah. अभी तो
Oh,
मजे ही
well,
मजे हैं.
great. That's fantastic.
Urakusai, you'd be right at home in this era. A great storyteller and artist like yourself would be the Yai Publishing House's ace in the hole. And I would personally be hounding you over your next installment.
Bye bye Urakusai. And welcome back, traveler.
Disappeared. Are you awake? How are you feeling?
Are you all there? Here, like last time, repeat after me.
3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you beat me to it. Looks like your brain is intact. So, your first possession, What was it like?
मजा आ गया भाई. I remember everything pretty clearly. I just couldn't get in on the conversation myself.
Good. Saves me from having to explain everything again. Hearing Urakusai admit defeat has put me in the most wonderful mood. In return, it's only fair that we make sure to deliver on what they're all hoping for.
You mean the moonless night? Then we want they want to Hayakiyaku.
Yes. Though they only represent a tiny proportion of the memories in the ley lines, it will still be quite a sight to behold when the time comes. Since you've come this far, why don't you do one last thing for me, I'll need your help with the ritual.
You cannot be serious, Miko! After all that, you still have more errands for us? You guys teamed up to scare Paimon just now. If you think Paimon's gonna do anything you ask for, think again!
Aw, come on. I'm really only asking you to finish what you started. Besides, your paychecks are still in my hands.
Paimon's paycheck?
Yeah, paycheck.
Well, there's
Okay,
no way
then
out
Paimon
now.
is ready.
We're in too deep.
Okay then. 3, डिलीशियस चेस्ट लेते हैं भाई। बच्चा आ गया यार। इसकी स्टोरी क्वेस्ट मस्त थी यार, बहुत मजा आ गया मेरे को। यामिको की ओपी भाई। Okay, okay, then let's go to the Narukami shrine.
Well, hello there, my little helpers. So nice of you to join me. You're right on time, too.
As if we had a choice. We just want our paychecks. So, Nico, what exactly do we have to do to make this Hyakyako happen? Also, to be clear, we actually have no idea what it even means.
It might sound ominous, but to put it simply, the Hyakyako is just a gathering of the yokai. Back in the day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had had plenty to drink, one by one they'd start soaring into the sky with their yokai powers. There were so many of them that their silhouettes would block out the moon. But now, the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines are weak. They are no longer able to fly. So I will be performing a convocation ritual for them, gathering all the wandering memories together in one place. When the time comes, they will gather in the sky above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Once their energy is spent, they will be satisfied and return to where they belong.
I see, I understand.
All the preparations for the ritual have actually been made well in advance. Remember the incantation and the mention of moonless night that I added to our novel?
Oh, yeah! Something about reciting the secret spells of Lady Kitsune on a moonless night.
That's the one. Actually, it's not a wish-granting incantation at all. It's a spell to help calm the ley line memories. When that time comes, let's all pitch in and help send them on their way.
Do you need from me?
I will start the ritual preparations shortly, and at that time I need you to do two things. First, tell the shrine maidens to leave the mountain. During the Hyakyako, a whole swarm of yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Having the shrine maidens leave avoids the bothersome issue of someone potentially getting possessed. After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate. This will take some time. I need you at the foot of Mount Yoko during this part to keep an eye on nearby monster activity. The memories are normally dispersed and don't pose a threat. But when their energy is concentrated, it is likely to disturb the monster. They may see this as an opportunity to try and make it up the mountain. I need you to fend them off so that that doesn't happen.
All right, got it. Then what?
Well, if at that point you felt like coming to the shrine and getting a close-up view of the yokai, I wouldn't say no.
Okay, let's get going.
Descend the mountain? Are those Lady Kuji's orders?
Obviously.
Yep, Miko said the ritual she's gonna perform soon might pose a physical danger to you all.
I see. I'll evacuate everyone right away. What about you?
We're taking care of a couple other things for her. And once we're done with that, we're gonna come back and do the ritual together.
Because we want to make sure she's safe too.
It seems like Lady Kuji places great trust in you. Lady Kuji's never allowed anyone else to be in her presence when she's conducted rituals like this in the past. Thank you for helping with the ritual, and good luck.
Don't worry, we're much stronger than we look. Miko's about to start the ritual. Come on, let's go deal with the monsters down the mountain.
के कहाँ पे? ओह, ये तो दूर है यार. Hey, Twist Anime Text Stories, welcome to the stream. What's up? वीरन वेटन घूम रही है भाई बीच में, मार पड़ने वाली मेरे को। Not up, all down. अरे क्या हो गया भाई?
These monsters look really riled up.
We can't let them up to the mountain. Let's get rid of them for me.
Yep. Let's get rid of them as fast as we can. Then we. All right, here they come.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Embrace the ice!
Take it easy.
My apologies.
You boy yet choose girl. Yeah, obviously bro. Fun नहीं करता.
See no more.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Whirling snow! Kamisato art! Sumetsu!
There's so many of them. Come on, you can do it.
Obviously.
Quietly now.
My apologies! No one escapes my sight!
अरे एम्बर को मत मार बे.
Here comes the catch.
Watch your step. My blade.
Gotcha.
To the fairy. Don't hold back.
अरे होल्ड बोल्ड अरे ब्लॉक वॉक करते भाई ये लोग तो बड़े हो गए.
All right, that's the last of the monsters.
चलो भाई जीजी कर दिया इन लोग का तो.
How long do you think the ritual is? Let's head back to the Grand Narrow.
अरे उसको बोलने नहीं दिया यार मैंने. बेचारी कुछ बता रही थी. Oh my god, cutscene, let's go!
Wow, so many! They're everywhere! Huh?
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and soar through the air like this for
So
a
from
long
exactly
time.
where in India? Gujarat bro.
Come
I'm
with
from
me.
Gujarat.
You all right, little one?
Yep.
You look a little nervous.
It's just, Hyman's never seen anything like this before. Whoa, they've really blacked out the moon!
Moonless night, let's go!
It does look a little intimidating, doesn't it? But I know them. They may be loud and brash at times, but they are good and brave souls. Even after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or despair. Alas, their time is short.
Yeah, Miko in action, boys. Let's go. I see very little amount of people play this game. Yeah, मतलब इंडिया में लोग कम खेलते भाई. मतलब लोग खेलते हैं पर ऑन स्ट्रीम कम खेलते हैं. Nice.
Do they really have to go?
It's a feast, and all feasts come to an end. Since you're sorry to see them leave, why don't you do the recital along with me? O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment, in reverence I perform this rite.
In reverence, I perform this rite.
To be a guiding light.
On YouTube, yeah, yep. भाई यार इन लोगों के कटसीन भाई.
Wow, so beautiful! Look, lights are coming from Inazuma City!
The book says, recite the secret spells of Lady Kitsune tonight, and our wishes will come true.
भाई ये लोग भी करने लगे बुक पढ़ के.
Oh, Hakushin, cause of this enchantment.
I perform this rite to be a guiding light.
Why not make a video instead stream?
Will be honored eternally.
इतना टाइम नहीं मिलता रे. मैं पोकेमॉन गेम्स के वीडियो बनाता हूँ, फिर मेरे को कॉलेज जाना होता है, तो वीडियो मतलब रिकॉर्ड तो कर लूँगा, फिर एडिट करने का टाइम नहीं मिलता रे मेरे को.
Murakusai, you asked if I was doing well.
और
Really, every
वीडियो में
day
भी
is
वो
a happy day
इंटरेक्शन
for
नहीं
me.
रहता.
But
चैट का.
watching you all
वैसे भी
leave now,
वॉचिंग नहीं आती वो बात अलग है, पर फिर भी
I can't help but feel a little
समझ
lonely.
रहे हो?
Just a little, of course. Just as I thought, the ritual went very smoothly. Thank you both.
Miko, are you all right?
Oh, I'm great.
But the look on your face just now.
I'm fine, seriously. Really, No. Honestly, you two.
Miko.
Fine. Well, if you're dead set on doing something for me, you can treat me to a meal.
Sure, no problem. A meal it is.
A meal, it's a deal.
Okay. Well, see you soon then.
Appointed time to the following day. Oh. All time. I'll back in little while. चलेगा. मतलब I'm gonna end this stream after this quest is over. So I guess see you soon. Bye bye. अभी भी नहीं हुआ भाई टाइम. कब खिलाना है उसको?
Today is the day we agreed to treat Miko to a meal. The venue is Uyu Rest.
रात के 3 बजे खिलाने लेके जा रहे हैं या मिको को. ये भी सही है.
Oh, wait is unbearable. How is the next chapter of the miraculous adventures of the traveler not released yet?
It was quite a surprise when the moonless night finally came.
Yeah, that huge black cloud over Mount Yogo that night. It just seemed to form out of nowhere.
But then nothing happened after I made a wish using the method in that book.
Yeah. I guess light novels are just fiction after all, huh?
That night was definitely the nail in the coffin for the incantations from novels fad. Still, something tells me the miraculous adventures of the traveler will remain an interesting series for a long time to come.
Huh? Paimon can't see Miko anywhere. Guess she's not out here. Maybe she went inside already. Let's head in and look for her.
Okay, let's go. Let's check her. कहाँ पे चलेगी मीको?
Ah, my little friends. There you are.
Miko, what is this? You started eating without us?
I did, yes. You're paying after all. The thought of being able to eat the most expensive dishes and drink the finest sake, all for absolutely free? Oh, I just couldn't wait any longer. Ah, boss, see these two faces here? Remember them. They're the ones picking up the bill later.
Alrighty.
यार
What's gotten into you? Come
अच्छा
on, sit
खासा
yourselves down.
खर्चा हो
You have to
हो
try
जाएगा
this
भी.
fish. It's found exclusively in the waters around Seirai Island. They shipped it to Inazuma overnight, and it was still alive right up until I ordered it. Or maybe you'd rather try this? I know. I normally can't bring myself to drink sake this expensive either. If you don't drink alcohol, that's fine too. There are all kinds of fruit juices covering the whole price spectrum.
Miko, you are outrageous. Last time we were here working on the novel, all you ordered for us was the plainest kushikatsu.
Strange. I remember no such thing.
Okay. Oh, godlike. Thank you for the subscribing the channel. Welcome to the family, bro. Well, I certainly remember it. Yeah, kushikatsu and a fried tofu. That was it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so what? You did offer to treat me to a meal, didn't
इसकी
you?
बात भी सही है.
Anyway, I am something of a VIP, you know. Wouldn't you find it embarrassing to treat me anything short of lavishly?
Miko, this meal is going to be super expensive.
हमारे paycheck भी बाकी है भाई
Won't be
अभी.
able to afford it?
Oh, don't you worry about that. You can most definitely afford it. They're still printing your light novel by the batch, you know. You have quite the generous payment due.
वही तो.
What? Oh, darn it! She tricked us into this. Miko was after our Mora from the very beginning.
Lol. Shouldn't have let our guard down. We have been taken for a ride. यार मीको तो
Oh, the
मीको है
looks on your
यार.
faces right now. Too perfect. Oh, by the way, since nobody's wishes came true on the moonless night, novels with incantations are no longer in vogue. So you'll have to come up with something new for the next chapter of The Miraculous Adventures of the
चिंता
Traveler.
मत कर अभी तो.
The deadline is
सुमेरु
looming.
आ रहा है.
I'm counting on you.
नया स्टोरी आने वाला है, मजा आएगा. उसकी भी नोवेल बनाएंगे हम लोग, ठीक है? Okay then, Miko, bye bye.
Thank you for the meal. I thoroughly enjoyed myself today.
Nice.
Oh, did I mention? A saw that convocation ritual we performed over the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Oh.
I know she can be pig-headed, but it still took me by surprise when she wrote me a long and sternly worded letter about it, chastising me for taking this whole thing much too far. Ugh, I hardly see what all the fuss is about. Everyone seemed perfectly happy to me.
कोई बात नहीं, चलो भाई. बाय बाय करते हैं याई मीको को. आई गेस रेजिन हो गए होंगे मेरे. ओके 59 हो गए. एक्सपीडिशन रिवॉर्ड देना बाकी. ओ माय गॉड, मैं भूल गया था क्या. लेट्स गो टू द मॉन्स्टेड.
Add astro...
ले लाइन. पैसों की कमी है भाई मेरे पे आज कुछ दिनों से. मेरे को ये ले लाइन फार्म करना पड़ रहा है. अरे ये बंदा तो किधर भाग गया भाई.
Things are about to get dicey.
My apologies.
Okay, that should be it. और ले लाइन. और कुछ गिरा हुआ नहीं है ना. नहीं देन. ओ येलान का कम वो हो गया 10 पे. नाइस. कंपेनियनशिप 10 पे हो गया इसका. ओह माय गॉड, मस्त दिखता है भाई येलान का. कहाँ पे गया ये रहा. ओह माय गॉड, ऑसम. एम्बर का कितना बाकी है? वो एम्बर का भी बाकी है थोड़ा सा. ओके, लेट्स चेक द स्पॉट.
have put.
पैसे दे दे मेरे को एंड रैन डिपोर्ट ट्रांजिएंट रेजिन फैब्रिक एंड ये दे दे सेसिलिया दे दे और वायलेट ग्रास दे दे नाइट लैम्प दे दे जुएन चिली दे दे और हॉर्स टेल दे दे और ये दे दे सी कैंट्रोमा ओके
If you ever have.
चलो लेट्स डू दिस ओ ये तो फुल है ओके इसमें जगह है डाल देते हैं ये 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 एंड ओके डन okay then I guess that is it for today's stream. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. मजा आया हो आप लोगों को देखने में. If you are enjoyed the stream, make sure to like, share and subscribe the channel for the next stream. Notification bell on कर देना ताकि notification आ जाए. And then okay then bye bye, take care, have a great time, see you soon, bye bye.